Hey guys, Matt Wicker with Chatley Marine. Hope everybody's having a great day. Wanted to take a quick look at one of our most popular boats we sell, which is the LS model Carolina Skiffs. I've done one on a 21 LS, but this is the little brother of the 19-footer. Again, one of our most popular boats, the 2024 19-foot Carolina Skiff Liner Series. For anyone not familiar with Carolina Skiff boats, they are built in Waycross, Georgia. They've been building boats for a long time. We've been proud to team up with them for my entire career here, so over 20, 30 years. This boat replaced the DLV series, which was super popular, and the LS stands for Liner Series. So that's some things you're going to notice are this is a true self-bailing boat where the DLV was not, and with the Liner you've got wider gunnels, more sealed boxes, insulated storage. Everything is just a step up. So we'll go over some of the specs, then we'll climb in the boat and look through it. The Carolina Skiff 19 LS for 2024 has a 19-foot 2-inch length overall, has a 96-inch beam, has a gunnel height of 23 inches, weighs roughly 1,900 pounds, that's without an engine, and has a 30-gallon fuel capacity. The transom is 25-inch, has a 7-inch draft, and has a person capacity of 8 and maximum horsepower of 140 horsepower. While I was making the video, I did see on the water we had a customer doing the on-water demo of a 21 LS. Again, with every boat we sell, we take you out on your new boat, show you the boat, let you see everything work, make sure everything's set up the way it is, which we do a pre-delivery before you get here, so we make sure it will. But it gives you the chance to see the boat run, and make sure it performs the way you expect it to, make sure trolling motor, GPS, and everything works before you get home. So that's one thing we do with every one of our customers, and just a great tool. Before we climb in the boat, I want to talk about why this boat is so popular. Again, it is one of the most versatile boats in the industry, and we're lucky to be their largest dealer in the country. So the LS, the 19-foot LS, and all the LS series, it carries the same beam, which is 8 foot from the back all the way to the front. So it gives you a tremendous amount of room in the bow of the boat. It gives you a lot more room than any other 19-foot boat in the industry. So it carries that width all the way to the bow. It also, because of that width in the bow, doesn't have to have an enormous horsepower engine. And this boat runs great with a 90. Again, max is 140, and I would say 90+% of our customers price it with a 115. That 115 does a great job pulling skis, twos, wakeboards, fishing even with a full boat load. Very good on fuel, so that's kind of the perfect power on this. If you do want a 140, we choose Suzuki. We can also do Yamaha if you prefer, but the Suzuki 140 is not a lot more money than the 115, the same block, so that might be an option. But again, just works for a guy who wants to fish inshore, near shore, offshore, island hop with family, fish the river in shallow water, and even going through the breakers on a decent day. You have to pick your days on this going through the breakers, but just a very, very versatile boat. Climbing in the boat, we'll move to the front. First thing you notice is the enormous fishing platform. The boat is standard with a bow fishing chair, standard with a trolling motor pre-wire, standard with a dedicated anchor locker up front, and a center bow cleat. So in the anchor locker, we'll open that up. Plenty of room for anchor line. You've got a hanging section where you can hang the anchor down neatly. Moving back from the console, won't get this nasty footprints in here, but you'll be all right. Opening these up, you do have the friction hinges on all the doors, so they'll stay open, won't slam on your fingers. Great storage place for a 5-gallon bucket and other gear. On the starboard side, exact same thing, so tons of storage up here. They did switch over to pull-up cleats on the gunnels, which is a nice feature, and then dedicated battery storage for your trolling motor under the bow compartment. And there's enough room there to put 24 36 volt and a charger. Also standard on the LS models, the trolling motor panel has a bow tilt and trim, so if you're fishing off the bow and you see an oyster bed, you can trim the motor. Trolling motor pre-wire and a 12 volt receptacle, so if you want to run a spotlight or kids with a tablet, it gives you a place to charge it up. Moving back to the console, you got plenty of space to sit 2 adults up here. Underneath this seat there is a live well LED light, insulated also, so if you want to use it as a cooler, you could. Continuing to move back, you do have full-length bolster standard on the boat. Rod holders are standard in the gunnel, and you can see the floor drains that work for the self-baling aspect of the boat. But tremendous amount of room to work in behind the leaning post or the flip-flop cooler seat as well. And nice casting deck at the back of the boat. With the seats flipped up, the jump seats, you do have room to sit comfortably, kids, adults. And then you sit down in the boat, which is nice. If you're in rough water, you don't have to feel like you're popping out. But underneath those seats, there is a little bit of storage. And then in the center here, you have a second bait well, again insulated with an LED light, so if you're fishing at night, can light everything up. But they do a great job setting it out with the grab handles, cup holders, just a really, really great layout at the back of the boat for family. All Carolina Skiff boats do come standard with a swim platform also, with a 3-step ladder. So it makes getting in and out of the boat pretty easy. If you can use it for water sports, gives you an easy way to get back into the boat, or if you're fishing and fall out, it gives you a way to get into. So taking a look at the console, the boat is standard with tilt steering. Gauge package includes a speedometer, voltmeter, fuel gauge, and tachometer, and a great switch panel layout with switches for all the accessories and controls, and then a 12-volt plug again at the console for charging phones, and breaker just below it. Storage wise, you have cup holders on both sides of the wheel, 3 rod holders on each side of the console, and then in the storage underneath the console, you've got plenty of room down there to store gear, and a rigging tube with access to the back of the boat for running wire. The flip-flop cooler seat is the standard seat on this boat. You can do a leaning post. The flip-flop cooler seat has multiple positions for the backrest, so you can move it if you want to kind of put it in that forward position. You can lean up against it while you're driving. If you want to lean it like this, you can sit and fish off the rear of the boat. It does lift up and give you access to the included cooler and storage net where you can put maps, wallets, sunscreen, anything below. So we choose to do the option of the flip-flop seat on the 19-footers just because it does save some of the space back here. Again, you got plenty of room to walk around this boat. Same width. If you are in the market for a skiff and you do want a splash of color, they do offer several different color options. This is the small stripe, which is the way we bring in most of our boats. That way if you pull up to a dock, you don't hit the bottom and scratch it. But they offer it, and that's a black hole color. You got a sea foam right there. The silver gray, the royal blue, which is a dark Duke blue. A white looks awesome also, but they make several different color options. You can also do the full side color, which it'll follow that second line there, and that's a little bit more expensive, a couple $100 more. But the only risk there is if you pull up to a dock and slam the dock, you might get a little scratch on it. But color is available if that's something you choose to want. One last look at the 2024 Carolina Skiff 19-foot LS. If you're in the market for a new Carolina Skiff, before you make any buying decision, please give us a call. Matt Wicker at Chatley Marine, 919-775-7259. We are the largest skiff dealer in the country. I'd love to speak with you, answer any questions you have, and try to save you some money in the process. Again, Matt Wicker at Chatley Marine, 919-775-7259. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.